Here we are, fight fans. Welcome to Turf Wars 9 in Auckland, New Zealand on the North Shore. Proudly brought to you by GladrapChannel. Shout out to all our fans watching around the world tonight. Big shout out to our New Zealand fans, our New Zealand fighter fans, all sport combat fans throughout New Zealand. Hope you're enjoying the fight so far. With you tonight, Isaac Savage and my verbal sparring partner, the man himself, Benji.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Isaac. Good to be here. What an amazing night of fights. Just had one New Zealand title. Now we're about to have our second title fight.
Crew Chan, 300 plus fights against Kayne and Conlan out of Strikeforce. Both boys very experienced. This is going to be an absolute showstopper. I can't wait.
They're a little bit confused about what corner they're in, but that's all right. Off to a false start. No worries.
We were talking about Lethway earlier. Both boys have fought in Lethway, where there is no winner unless you're knocked out or you give up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Kayne Conlan!
Insane Kayne with his record of 29 wins, 9 losses, 4 draws. The side note on those draws though, 3 of them came in Lethway. As Isaac mentioned earlier, he's fought a number of Lethway fights. The way that works is you either win by knockout or it's a draw for both fighters. So he's come away with a draw, but if you saw the photos after the fights, Kayne looked relatively unscathed and his opponent, his face was basically split open. So if you want to call that a draw, fair enough, but I mean that's the rules. But yeah,
Kayne insane. He's been training hard over lockdown. Been following those videos. He's always out there punching the bag, smashing trees.
Oh, he was getting inventive. He had all sorts of things going on. He converted he had a medicine ball hanging from a rope, which he turned into like a speedball. He was getting he was doing the beat test out on his street where he lived.
I mean, I'm sure he started a fan club down that street because he was outside smashing down trees, exploding medicine balls. He was putting everything to work while he was on lockdown.
We are scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds of full Muay Thai action! First of all, I just want to say, referees, we've got Terrence Montgomery, Mr. Scott Tweedy, and Mr. Mark Stewart. Referee in charge of the bout is Mr. Tony Angler. Can we please give them a big round of applause for their efforts tonight?
The officials have definitely had their work cut out for them tonight, especially the judges with some of those decisions they've had to make. Very close fights.
Let's make some noise for these 2 warriors!
Legendary Aaron, the Bomber boys, in the blue corner out of Strikeforce. Himself and Carl Weber have produced some absolute animals, some champions throughout New Zealand. Carl Weber now based in the South Island. Aaron up here in Auckland Strikeforce gym. Also too where Dan Hooker started off and now has gone on to the UFC. But take nothing away from Kayne's opponent tonight, Crew Chan. Now for those that know anything about Muay Thai, this guy is an absolute veteran legend. We're so lucky and blessed to see this fight tonight.
Yeah, definitely. It's oh man, it's going to be a great fight.
And you talked about too earlier, the Thais are quite playful. They're very, very loose and relaxed in the ring, but that probably helps them too with their ring craft and the way they fight. You know, he's going to be quite cheeky tonight. He's going to be very elusive. Kayne has certainly got the reach and height advantage in this fight.
They're very clever and very crafty, the Thai fighters. So the reach. Wow, we'll see how it works out for him.
You know, you look at fighters like Sanchai, even Yodson Klai, probably not as cheeky and creative, but just tough, walk forward, and they break most foreigners, or falang down as they say, the Thais say to the foreigners. Are we going to see this tonight? Are we going to see the crafty veteran break down Kayne and St. Conlan, or is Kayne and St. Conlan just going to be too tough, too strong, and just going to go straight through the pipe with the striking?
It's going to be interesting to see. I think it's going to be very close. I know that sounds like a bit of a cop-out and probably a bit obvious, but it's going to be a close fight. There's definitely a difference in experience, but Kayne still, what experience he does have, he's very experienced. So
speaking of pipe, I from memory too, Steve Pipe was also out of Strike Force, a very, one of my favourite fighters back in the day, just for the energy. Now residing in Thailand.
Yeah, definitely, and he's been helping. So Hayden, who was an Hayden Todd, ex-Strike Force fighter, he'd been helping him, as well as Kelly Boris, who has an upcoming fight. So the three of them have been doing training sessions with Steve Pipe in the last couple of weeks.
How could I forget Kelly as well? You know, she is an absolute legend out of that gym.
Yep.
Was on the documentary Lethal Ladies with herself, Wendy Talbot, who was an awesome fighter, and Baby Pipple Nansen, where they featured on a woman-only tournament, and it was all filmed with the help of Vice Television there. It was a very good documentary, so go look that up on YouTube, Lethal Ladies. Only about 20 minutes long. I mean, look, the list of champions from Strike Force is just, you know, ridiculously long. And tonight we're going to see one of the new age champs take on a old age veteran war dog himself, Kru Chan. This is a 5x3 minute round bout. It is for a New Zealand title. Like I said earlier, 300 fights or plus fights from Kru Chan. Just over 40 for Kayne and St. Starting off quick and lethal with those lower leg kicks. You know, like we said earlier, the Thai started off a little bit slow. He just took that kick. My apologies, no title, but it should be a title fight.
Worthy of a title fight, definitely.
As I said earlier, Kayne starting off very strong, very fast, probably trying to off-put the Thai style there of Kru Chan. May want to start off slow, traditional Thai styles, but Kayne and St. is literally starting off insane. The thing is though, if you start off strong, you've got to finish strong, and this is a 5-rounder. Does Kayne have the pace to start off and finish as he is kicking off in this round one?
Plenty of feints feeling out.
Beautiful low kick again from Kayne. Big kick there from Kru Chan. He's starting to unleash a little bit of power now. Took a kick again. It's only going to be a matter of time before he takes too much damage and starts unleashing a few of his own. Massive kick again. You can actually feel the kicks from Kru Chan here. They are bone crunching. Yeah, took him on the chin there.
Just
and
calling him forward. Give me another one.
Give me another one. He hit himself on the head after that shot, saying, yeah, all right, let's go. Nice head kick there, but doesn't seem to be phasing Kru Chan. Beautiful kick there. See, we just talked about the cheeky style here of the Thais. Quite loose, quite fluid.
Very loose, just hanging back all casual, and then explodes into an attack, and then he'll just go back and stand there all casual. Just casually getting out of the way of the kick.
You know, it almost seems like they're on, both operating at different speeds. You know, Kayne's going a million miles an hour, yet Kru Chan seems to be moving a little bit slower, but it's all part of the gameplay. It's all part of the Muay Thai craftsmanship of a Thai fighter. So he's getting out of the way of these shots now, and most people wouldn't be able to see these shots coming. Yet Kru Chan didn't see that. Well, he didn't see that one coming, because it certainly rocked him in the lower left leg.
He felt it though.
Beautiful
nice
shot
kick there.
Kru Chan. Another one. You don't want to leave that leg sticking out too long, Kayne, because you will get tenderized. Again. The shots from Thai, every single shot or leg kick that Kru Chan throws is with intent. There's no light tips or taps. It's a bow bone-shattering kick every single time. And now the speed's coming out. Beautiful body kick there from Chan.
Lovely first round. Plenty of action.
Both fighters holding their arms up there. Bit of Thai style there, saying, yep, I won that round. They're going to show confidence to the judge.
Well, another one I don't want to call.
You know, as we last observed in that fight, or that round, Kayne, you know, way quicker pace. Seems like he landed more, but the shots that Chan landed were very heavy. You know, you could hear the shots, and like, you know, as you know, if it's a slapping sound, yeah, it hurts, but it's not as painful and damaging as that low-sounding thud.
The thud, yeah, it's all in the thud. I mean, the light ones aren't nice, but the thud ones are. That's going to give you trouble walking for a week or so.
You can already see a little bit of redness there on the left thigh, upper thigh of Kayne Insane. Just put his leg up then, give it a bit of a stretch. But you know, he's tough. This ain't nothing just yet. And Chan, look at him. Looks like he's having a bit of fun over there. He's having a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Even tapped his head when he got a good headshot in that earlier round.
Kayne landed one and he just gave a little tap as if to say, yeah, all right, give me another one.
Oh, you got to love the Thai style, right? And look, he's got Wimbledon in the corner there, probably obviously speaking in his mother tongue, saying, hey, you got this, man. You got this, take it out, take the title.
I think I'm right in saying they used to be trainers together at Jai, I believe.
Yeah, Jai's quite well known for bringing over these Thai fighters that have had, you know, massive records, 200 plus. So hat off to Jai Thai Boxing for bringing over, you know, so many great fighters and trainers we have now. Chan, Wimbledon, Pedawee. Pedawee's had some amazing fights against Kiwi fighters, Nikora Lee Kingi, King of the Ring Winger, and Dominic Reed. Another good fight there. I mean, they've been absolutely insane fights. Tap of the gloves. Look at Kayne, he looks like he is ready to kill, just coming out so fast paced. You know, his pace is so much quicker than Chan's, but Chan coming through now with a kick of his own. You know, even though he's not moving at the same pace as Kayne, he still gets out of the way of a lot of shots.
Yeah, and when he does, like I said before, when he does attack, it's just an explosion of speed.
Just Kayne stalking him now at the moment, and if it keeps going this way, Kayne will slowly start to rack up those points if Chan doesn't hit him with something that sends him down. But Kayne doesn't go down too easily.
No, not at all. Very tough.
As we've seen in some of those left way fights, that is absolutely brutal. Headbutts, spinning elbows, and like we just discussed, no winner unless someone gives up or gets KO'd.
Gets knocked out. Even if you get dropped with a headbutt, you've got 5 minutes to recover, and then you have the choice to go on.
And I've seen a few guys get absolutely KO'd and then fight on and actually win fights.
Carry on and win, yes.
Big uppercut there from Kayne. You can see too, when they miss with one shot, they'll quickly come through with the leg shot. And if one kicks one, they'll return the kick back. Total Thai style there. You can't let anyone get up ahead of you on the points.
No, if they ask the question, you've got to give an answer.
Exactly. You saw Kayne give a little snappy inside thigh kick there. That was unanswered by Chan. So I'm starting to see a bit of a pace difference here, and I feel Kayne is slightly edging forward.
Kayne's definitely bringing the fight to him, but Chan is, you know, answering as well most of the time, so it's very close.
But who else is there left for Kayne Insane in New Zealand? He has to fight guys that have had 300 plus fights. There's no one actually experienced enough for him here.
He did actually have a fight lined up later in the year that was cancelled because of COVID. That was a left-way fight.
Yeah, given New Zealand's got barely no restrictions, we can have crowds of 300-400 plus.
Yeah, bring them over here. They can quarantine and then
bring Mike Tyson and Roy Jones over here. Don't have it at Vegas, have it here.
Yeah, have it here. Absolutely.
The kicks are starting to land now. You see a little bit of redness across the chest, the ribs, and the inside right thigh of Chan. beautiful kick there, and you can tell these kicks from Crew Chan are hard. They are starting to take the toll there on the right body rib cage there of Kayne. Beautiful kick again to the right rib cage of Kayne. You can see the ribs starting to look a little bit tenderized, like they've been slightly minced. You can see there's certainly welts, a little bits of purple and red there on the right side of Kayne and St. Conlan.
I don't think it's going to bother him though. When your fight name is insane, I don't think you're going to be too bothered.
Not when you're kicking down trees and, like I said, exploding medicine balls over COVID. He's just an absolute maniac, and he's giving Crew Chan a run for his money.
Yeah, he definitely is. Kayne was telling me he had a fight scheduled in August. The opponent was, I hope I get the pronunciation right, Su Lin U, who is the number one left welterweight in Myanmar, which basically is the country where he comes from, so number one in the world. That was his upcoming opponent in August, which obviously got cancelled because of COVID. But that is a fighter that Crew Chan has actually fought. Apparently he fought a bit of Lethway back in the day as well, and it's an opponent he'd had. So would have been a good test for him. He's got a pretty good test on his hands right now, and it's a very close fight.
Like I said earlier, we're so lucky to see a fight of this caliber here just so quickly after lockdown as well, and it's great having the Thai fighters that we have here, Crew Chan, Petawee, Wimbledon. I know Wimbledon had a lot of fights back in the day. I don't know what would bring him out for another one, but you never know. In New Zealand, just after COVID, we could see him jump in the ring and have a few as well.
We should make all the Thai-based fighters have an exhibition tournament, just for a bit of fun. I would imagine they're similar weights, right? They're all a similar size and build, so it could work.
They certainly are.
King of the Thais, there we go. New Zealand King of the Thais.
Oh, it's good enough too, putting up against some of New Zealand's best. We've seen some great fights, and this is very high caliber. Kayne Insane is one of the best here in New Zealand against Crew Chan, who we haven't seen too much, but that experience of 300 plus fights makes him formidable.
But it makes it great for guys like Kayne, like you said. He wouldn't go as far as saying he's run out of people to fight in New Zealand, but he's right up there where there's not so many of them left. So it's a good opportunity for people like him to fight, an experienced, legit Thai fighter.
And we're seeing that tonight. He is one of New Zealand's best. He's still not dropping Crew Chan just yet. Crew Chan's actually giving a bit back of his own and starting to really batter up the ribcage of Kayne Insane. Just as I said that, he smashed the same spot again. Thais might not always have the same hand speed or heavy-handed power of a foreign fighter, but their legs are like baseball bats.
Just missing with the headshot there. Yeah, they really are.
Big shot then too, just as he landed one of those baseball bat kicks. Kayne smashed him right through the middle on the chin, but doesn't seem to phase. Anything Crew Chan gets hit with, he just continues to walk forward.
Quite happy to answer back. Happily sitting in the corner, just letting Kayne come to him.
I guess that's what 300 fights does.
Slip and return there with the punch.
And he continues to land those ribcage shots, and you can start to see him going purple. Although, just as I say that, the right leg of Crew Chan is starting to show a bit of damage. It's starting to look very tenderized, almost a bit like mincemeat or a patty just before it's been cooked. Which is never a good sign at all, but they've taken a few shots to the leg, so it's starting to take the toll, it's starting to pay dividends. Oh!
That was
beautiful backward elbow. Yeah, what an angle.
Kayne just gave him a smile and he's back pushing him in the corner again.
And you could see the crowd appreciation for that move as well. That was high level, that was highly skilled. It was lucky no one got sliced right open then. Just left his leg up there for a kick. Good check, nice kick again from Crew Chan to the body of Insane. There's a bit of a tap saying, come on, let's go. This is absolutely electrifying to watch. These body shots from Kruchan must be taking their toll, but Kayne Insane just comes forward, living up to that name. Oh, that was a low blow. That was very low.
A little bit of a theme for the night. Another low blow.
You know, we talked about things exploding. Let's hope nothing is exploded, then that box is tied in properly.
Yeah.
He looks like he's in pain, but he's going to push through. He's going to use that pain to push through and smash that leg again of Kruchan. There, he gets a bit of a breather.
Championship rounds coming up. Still a very close fight. Kayne taking it to him. Kruchan answering. Another one where I'm happy I'm not a judge.
You know, you could look at it both ways. You know, these shots from the tie, he's not throwing as much volume, but the shots he does land are, you know, with intent, they're doing damage. And you can start to see the damage there on Kayne Insane on the right-hand side of his ribcage. However, looking at the right leg of Kruchan, it's fairly battered up as well. So, look, I'd have to say Kayne's landed slightly more volume, but Kruchan's landing those heavy shots. Aaron Boys, the bomber, an absolute animal back in the day. Used to run miles to training. I think he even took a fight, did 2 fights on 24 hours notice. I mean, who does that? And 2 fights within 24 hours.
I think, yeah, and they were both in Australia, right? And
yes.
The second one was against, wasn't the second one against Hector Lombard, the guy that
Hector
ended
Lombard,
up in the UFC?
yeah. So who does that? One fights, some people don't even take a fight within a week, let alone this maniac fighting twice in 24 hours.
He just fought and then he goes and fights, is he Cuban with a wrestling background?
Well, he's thicker than a Snickers. He's built like a brick. And the Bomber Boys, you know, living up to that. That's probably why he's trained such animals and champions. You know, he's got that formidable, unbreakable spirit. And Kayne's certainly showing that tonight. I mean, he's indestructible. That right leg starting to look very, very tenderized now from Kruchan. Big overhand elbow there from Kruchan. And it almost seemed to have Kayne heard that because he's starting to go for that leg once again. His ribs aren't looking too good, but he's certainly landing the volume. Still got a lot of gas too. He isn't slowing down, Kayne Insane.
No, not at all. Doesn't seem to phase him too much. Though at this point in time, when you're in that position, adrenaline is your best friend.
Good to see him landing that kick as well, because it will start slowing down the moves, the fluidity of Kruchan, although it doesn't seem to be doing too much just yet, but it will be taking its toll. In saying that, you know, those rib shots too will be taking their toll. They'll affect the way you punch, move, twist and turn, and he lands one again. And again, and it's starting to look very, very bad along that rib cage there of Kayne Insane. Beautiful check there from the tie.
Just missing inside with the elbow there, Kayne. Still very busy.
Beautiful shots there!
Shot.
Kayne Insane landed one right on the button.
That'll put him ahead, obviously. This is going to make it a 10-8 round unless
and you shouldn't sleep, you shouldn't
back.
get too lazy, because that was right bang on the smacker. Sent him down, big spinning.
Going for the spinner.
He almost looks like he is still a bit drowsy. But he's been through this before.
There.
He's been through this before, and he's not going to go down too easily. Big shot there coming back from Chan. No, he's not going to go down just yet.
Kayne keeping the pressure up though.
He's been here before. He's been here, done it. Although he would be dazed. That was an amazing shot from Kayne Insane. These ties are built from something else. Oh! Big spinning elbow.
Yeah, Tony's just called that a slip, but Kayne keeping that pressure up.
Looked like he got hit something else then. He threw an elbow, then fell over, but it was a little bit hard to see from this angle. Those watching back home may have seen something different.
Ooh, just missing with that right elbow.
Kayne going in for the kill. He's a shark. He's smelt blood. He's going in for the kill. And look at Chan. He's starting to look a little bit more sloppy, a little bit less fluid. Another big spinning elbow. He's stumbling around. He's not looking too good. We are in the 4th round. 1 more to go. What a dropping shot there from Kayne.
Yes, that... no, I'm not even going to say it because I don't want to put a curse. I'm just going to say it's close.
I didn't even know Steve Pipe was here, and there he is in the corner there with the Bomber. Steve Pipe and the Bomber Aaron boys, what a team.
Yeah, great team. Steve Pipe, as you were saying earlier, great fighter, but now he's very well respected strength and conditioning trainer. As we were saying, he's put the Strike Force fighters through their phases, got them nice and fit. He's got Kayne looking very fit here, although, like we were saying earlier, Kayne did a fair amount of fitness training of his own during lockdown.
Well, looking at Kayne's videos over lockdown, I think he could be a personal trainer in his own sense, you know.
Well, the amount of training he's done, he'd have plenty of experience, he'd know what works, so yeah.
You know, I felt like I got a workout just seeing some of them, you know, and the stuff he was doing over lockdown was absolutely incredible. So that's obviously paying off now when he's in the ring here with Chan, and that shot to finish the round, it just sent him astro travelling.
It's the first time Chan sat in the corner. He's got someone waving with the towel, helping him recover. So obviously a little bit of concern over there, but all that experience, I'm sure he's been in deep waters before, so this will be an interesting round to see how he responds.
Well, you see it all the time, you know, regardless if they're tie or not, fighters do get dropped, they do come back, and it's, you know, their mental fortitude of what they're made out of, and if he wants it enough, does he want to dethrone, take this title home, or is he so past, you know, that shot before it, can he recover? He's looking slightly dazed.
He looked wobbly for the rest of the round. He didn't look the way he'd looked for the rest of the fight prior to that shot.
But hey, this ain't his first rodeo. Giving Kayne Insane a hug there. This has been a great fight so far. Here we go, 5th and final. And just when you thought he might, you know, go home, tumbling to the canvas again, he is smashing that ribcage of Kayne Insane.
Kayne's still putting the pressure on though.
If anything, he's going to say, you want this, you want to dethrone me, you want bragging rights, I'm going to make you pay for it, young man.
Nice though, Kayne very quick with his responses, always getting something back. Trying to win the exchanges, just missing with the head kick.
If he is to go overseas later in the year, you know what? I wouldn't even call this a warm-up fight. This is, you know, a great way to get back in the ring with a veteran, a champ, to shake off any ring rust, any cobwebs against a guy with 300 plus fights.
Yeah, it's definitely more than a tune-up. Going for the dump.
Chan's far too experienced for that, though. He's not going to let him do that. That is his specialty in the clinch, and I don't think Kayne will be taking him too far. Kayne, his speed is just insane, you know, living up to that name. He's just coming through, and that's what landed that first punch last time, straight through the gap on the chin.
The speed, the work rate, he just hasn't stopped.
I mean, his work rate is insane. Look at it, he just comes through it. He's probably thrown over 500 plus punches in this match. What's he doing now? He's not even looking. He needs to turn around and look at his opponent. I don't know what happened then. He just looked away, like he doesn't want to be there.
Oh, and it's all over. Saying Kayne just shrugging. Must be a knee injury, possibly. Knee, leg injury. He doesn't want to stay standing anyway.
Too much, too fast, fast and furious. Kayne insane. Conlan takes that out.
What a fight. What a fight.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Glad Rap Channel, Turf Wars 9, Isaac Savage, Benji, my right-hand man tonight. What a night of fights.
What a night. 15 amazing fights, even the first 4 fights with the debutants, man. And then obviously we just had that fight. Kind of goes without saying how good it's been.
It's been exhilarating. It's been a showstopper, a stacked card, and every single fight tonight was hands down a ultimate matchup. We loved it. We enjoyed it. We hope you all enjoyed it back home. That's a wrap. See you next time.